it's a man-made situation. Like apartheid, it was man-made. It was never. We never read about it in the Bible that apartheid needs to be. Yes, the Israelites were enslaved by the Egyptians, but it was man-made. It was the Egyptians. So poverty, in my personal view, it's just a choice. Our parents had a choice to stand up and make something of their life so that their children have a better opportunity in having a better life. And it's now in our generation the same. The choices that I make, determines the choices that my children will make.
But many of us are born into this poverty. Do you understand? We're born into poverty and we want to escape it.
Maybe into the circumstances that leads to poverty, but never into poverty. Or we can agree to disagree, because it's if you look at the definition of what poverty is, poverty, it's circumstances, undesirable circumstances. But yet again, who knows? It's about choices.
But in the game of life, how do you make those undesirable circumstances desirable for you to live
a better life? I can maybe just share with you a simple example that they used to share with all these youth that I'm involved with. I say, I can take any of you. You can come from Eleni or any other informal settlement, and your parents gives you an opportunity to go to school. State pays for it, but it's your choice. And even the support of your family, the family support that drives you to go to school. What you do with that, is that still poverty? Because you've got the choice to use education as a tool to empower yourself. You have a choice to go seek and find employment. Or you can choose after school to lay at home, get a baby, add on to the pressure of the circumstances. Or you can get up and say, I don't want to engage with unwanted sexual activities or for personal gain or for money making gain. It's just utterly incorrect in terms of how I was raised. So you get up out of poverty. Your circumstances can never determine whether you will continue to live in poverty or whether you will, you can stand up anytime.
And government made it so easy for us. Sorry, Zil. Primary education is free. Secondary education
It's
is
free. One of these days we might even find tertiary education for free. I'm waiting. I'm veering
We're hopeful for that. Yeah.
Yes.
Mrs. Renee just reminded me of seeing the bigger picture, having the bigger picture in mind, and how we're so conditioned about the temporary circumstances at hand. And yes, it's unbearable. Yes, it is. Of course it is. And there are many stories that one can learn from that people have gone through. But it's the ultimate goal in mind. It's the ultimate vision that you have in mind, that you want to go towards, and that you confidently believe in yourself. And like you said, that if you have education that is for free, and you have a family that supports, I mean, you use that. You use what is available to you in your own space. Sphere. You use what is available for you, and that is what the game of life is. That you have to teach yourself.
You play it.
Yes, you play it.
And also to add on the game of life, your focus is very important. What are you focusing on? Are you focusing on, this is a loaf of bread that I have, or are you focusing on, this is dry bread that I'm going to eat?
Exactly.
What is your attitude towards your
exactly.
That's very
whatever
important.
it is, And how do you respect the fact that you have something to eat?
Yes.
That is such an important point.
I think we must start focusing on the positives. Whenever we are faced with whatever issues we are faced with, we have to look at it from a positive perspective.